Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today with a huge blog post in regards to Shadow King and his event release next week. So we finally got this information getting circulated yesterday, breaking down all of the other respective required teams that we're going to be needing for our first very chance to unlock this legendary Astral controller in Shadow King. And remember, this team is, right now at this time, they're being utilized almost in every single zone for the current battle world. So very, very important, especially in the higher difficulties, to have this team built up. And as well, obviously, what we see with Old Man Logan, usually these legendary characters completely change the scene in the game. So definitely exciting times. But yeah, in case you guys missed this, Shadow King's Legendary Trials beginning next Friday on November 22nd. So we'll have this coverage for you guys as soon as we can, obviously breaking down some of the difficulties and different levels that we'll be going through as best as we can too. Very, very similar to Old Man Logan. It's going to come in the way of these upgrade tokens, right? So if you guys recall, these upgrade tokens allow us to essentially upgrade Shadow King without an added investment, right? In terms of gold, gear requirements, in terms of resources, because it allows us to almost automatically unlock the character and push him up. So that's why you want to do as well as you can in the milestones and leaderboard, because this is actually going to save you resources and gold in the long run as well. But having said that, we have to also be able to clear these certain run scores, and that's actually going to be kind of indicative and, giving us the ultimate outcome in terms of what's provided. So very, very similar to Old Man Logan. As you can see, they actually do give us a guideline here. A 4-star upgrade token is when you do milestone 8 or harder. 5 stars is going to be milestone 11. 6 stars is top 5,000. 7 stars is top 500. Now, I also want to point out too, there's going to be this Astral Force. I think it's a milestone or some sort of item that you can collect from the actual milestone, sorry, and then the Shadow King trial lead reports as well. So this is obviously going to give us more of an opportunity to get the red stars for specifically Shadow King. That's how it's going to be kind of released like that. Because this is the first time it's run, usually they have an exclusive leaderboard, hence why we do want to take advantage as best as we can. And it looks like 100,000 points is the minimum to qualify, and as well, there's going to be actual rewards of the 6 and 7 yellow stars when you're ranking in that top setting. Who knows what's going to happen afterwards, but typically we do see this kind of nerfed a bit after the first running of the event. Now, very, very similar to what we saw before. They do give us the full breakdown, but remember, Illuminati and Annihilator characters are required. So mission 2 is going to be the starting things off with Illuminati, then Annihilators, which most of us will probably have built already because of the arena meta, and then finally the last mission being that choice between the two. And then as well, they also do give us a clarity, which is great here, that difficulties 11 and above are going to require higher star levels. We saw this with Old Man Logan, but it's good to get this confirmation now to help prepare. The only exception is that for the first time, they actually give us a freebie here in Captain Britain. So Captain Britain, or Captain Brexit, as some of you may know, has no star requirements. So if you have him actually unlocked, he's going to be a perfect slot in piece for Illuminati, and stars do not apply to him, which is pretty massive, guys, because I've been holding off on investing, characters like Iron Man. I think I'm probably gonna now swap him out for Captain Britain because of the fact that he's just the stronger standalone character, as you can see right here, right? Although we need higher star levels for Illuminati and as well as Annihilators, it does not apply to Captain Britain here, which is absolutely massive. And I also want to point out too, guys, as you can see, they gave us the rest of the other tags. So it's Global Villain, which I'm very, very happy about because that tag has a lot of powerful characters. We have Brawler Non-Mythic. This one's going to be super interesting because there is quite a bit of mixture of characters in here, but at the same time, because they added the non-mythic, now we can't bring in a staple like, Super Skrull. And then, I think this one's going to be probably the main bottleneck, Mercenary or Undying. So I'm going to make a separate video on how I'm going to prepare and which teams I'm going to be using, but that's not really the purpose of this video. But yeah, these are the traits, guys. So Global Villain, Brawler Non-Mythic, Mercenary or Undying, and then it rinses and repeats right there after Illuminati Annihilator. And like I said, we can actually build up Captain Britain now, so that's pretty massive. I also want to point out this too. They did give us a list of all the different packs, so you kind of know which teams are going to get that extra, firepower, if you will, right? So Fortune Fire, we've seen this one before. Cosmic Crucible abilities are going to be actually active during this run. pretty massive because, you know, characters like Cabal for Global Villain, they're going to be very, very massive and very strong because of this Crucible bonus. That's where they truly shine. We also have arena abilities being active during this, so Annihilators are going to get that extra loving. Now, having said that, the one that's obviously missing here is War. I think it would have been too much. I think because they gave us the option of Mercenary, which does include, you know, mercs for money. It also does include Undying. I think it would have been too easy is why they did this to us. So, yeah. That's my thoughts anyways, because I think that just having 3 different bonuses, and also I think the enemies would have been pretty crazy too if they actually added that in. So that's gonna be very interesting to navigate around that dynamic. We also see that there's mutant villain characters dealing extra percentage damage, so I wonder if we're gonna be seeing that against us. Resistance futile when attack villain character spawns. Enemy characters also lose 5% resist. Okay, that's interesting. Cosmic villain characters also gain 5% speed bar for every positive. Bile villain heals for 10. When a character defeats a hero, they gain 50% speed bar. Interesting. Stronger together. Global heroes gain 5% for each Avenger, Wakandon, or Inhuman ally. So there you guys have it. But yeah, it looks like they also gave us a little clarity here for Shadow King Red Star. So they are going to arrive in the Elite Store. Keep an eye out for your chance to crank up his power by adding up to 7 red using Dark Promotion credits. Okay, good stuff. Then it's good to see that, you know, obviously we're getting that clarity right now. And then Dorky Dad also made a video here for the best teams. But yeah, that in a nutshell is what's happening, guys. So yeah, great to finally get this clarity. If you guys are interested in difficulty 11 and above, just remember that you do need to build higher than 5 stars for these teams. Otherwise, you should just be looking at difficulty 10 and below. Obviously, the only exception is Captain Britain. I also want to point out here, guys, if it's similar to what we saw before and they're giving us the difficulty 15 here with no restriction, yes, that actually means that you can actually unlock Shadow King by doing the 1 node if you have enough packs and points cranked up. So for those of you newer potentially to the game that don't have, you know, Illuminati or as well as Annihilators even built up to this point, it's very, very plausible that we can actually build up, you know, a strong, powerful team that's in the meta and just crank up all the packs, finish the first node here for difficulty 15. Boom, that's going to get you the unlock. But we'll see how the milestone breaks down. I don't think that's actually revealed here, so can't FL just yet. And also, obviously, we need to see how the pack points get translated to that. But yeah, that in a nutshell is what's happening, guys. We'll be back with more information. And don't forget, we also have Emma Frost X-Men coming out today as well. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.